Okay, well, thank you so much. Welcome. My name is Wendy Erdman, and I am with my friend Holly Crow. And we are both so excited that you're joining us to learn about the healthy living revolution. I am just so grateful to be a part of this community, this culture of people that really is inspiring healthy living around the world. I do believe that when we have knowledge about something, when we have understanding, we're then able to make choices and take action to protect what I believe is the greatest gift we have, and that is our health. When we have our health, I believe we have abundance in every other area of life. So let's talk further about what the healthy living revolution is. Okay, well, healthy living, first of all, used to be so simple. I know when I was growing up, I used to love being in the garden, watering the plants, just being around fresh produce and eating it was just amazing. We used to play outside and just have a great time being outdoors. We used to drink water from a hose. We used to stay out late. We'd play kick the can and ghost in the graveyard, all kinds of fun things. And you know what? By the end of the night, I was exhausted. We had so much fun playing outside in the neighborhood. And it was just a great time. But you know what? It's not that way today. We are so about convenience and fast pace, looking for the most simple, easy thing to do. And so, you know, that the family dinners are now being replaced with fast food meals, TV dinners, that kind of thing. When we think about playing outdoors, it seems like kids nowadays are wanting to play indoors and be on their technology and playing games online. And then drinking a lot of fresh water used to be what we drank. And occasionally maybe we would have some sugary something. But now today people are drinking just a large amount of this type of sugary drink. And even the big gulps that you can get at the store today are so popular, and it's really taking a toll on health. And by the end of the day, even getting through the day, people are exhausted and they're tired and they can't think clearly. We're just having a hard time with focus. So it's very different today. But you know what? There is hope. And that's what the healthy living revolution is about. We are all about taking healthy back. And it starts with us. I know for me, it starts with me living the best that I can live personally, take healthy back in my own life. And then it extends out to our families, and it extends into the school systems, and it extends out into the country and even around the world. We are on a mission to take healthy back. But it does start with you. It starts with me. It starts with you. How are you taking care of yourself? And I really want you to be honest when you're looking at these things right here, as far as eating healthy, real food. That's not packaged foods. It's not, getting things out of a box. It is healthy, real, whole food nutrition. So how are you doing when it comes to that? When it comes to exercising, are you exercising most days of the week? When it comes to drinking water, our bodies need hydration just like they do nutrition. That's part of helping our cells to operate well, to function well. Our brains are 85% water. Our bodies are 75% water. So we do need that hydration. So how are you doing with that? And sleeping 7 to 8 hours a night, so much is happening when our bodies are at rest and when we are asleep. And so how many hours do you get a night? I think in today's fast-paced society, we are all about even wearing a badge of honor almost if we're not getting very much sleep. Like somehow I made it on the 4 hours, and it tends to be a pattern, So we've just got to be really careful and know that we need that sleep in order to take healthy back. So I'm going to turn it over to you, Holly.
Yeah, well, I think everything you're saying is just so important, and we need to really focus on that because we need armor. We need armor in our bodies and our health because we've got a couple very startling trends in our world. And one of them are these environmental toxins, and they're going up. And I think we can all agree that we are just being bombarded every day, all day with chemicals. And so it doesn't matter, in our air from all of our cell phones and the radiation and our water, we don't really know what's in it. And, what we put on our skin, our lotions and our moisturizer are just full. A lot of them, or most of them, are full of pretty much garbage. And so we're just constantly getting hit. And definitely our food. We just are really not knowing what's going on in our food. So look, food quality is decreasing, and we see all of this list of different things that we're getting in our, and I say quote food because a lot of what's on the shelves isn't even really food. And so these preservatives, GMOs, artificial colors, and these all come with side effects, and they're not good. So oxidative stress, all of these things, the chemicals and the poor food, it all links to oxidative stress. And I didn't really know what it was when I first heard about it. But basically, it's, and it even comes from the good things. It comes from breathing. It comes from working out. There's a byproduct, and that turns into free radicals, which turn into disease and illness if we don't neutralize them. The only way to neutralize your oxidative stress is through antioxidants. Where do those come from? Fruits and vegetables. So really the only way to keep yourself from going down a quicker path of aging, a quicker path towards disease and illness are fruits and vegetables.
Yeah, thanks, Holly. It is so true. And taking a look at this slide, it says, did you know that today's mass-produced produce, fruits and veggies, packs a less nutritional punch? But when you think about it, think about the distance that our produce has traveled. I know when I go to the grocery, I'm always looking to see where it came from. So often it's from another country. It might be that we're getting our apples from Washington. Think about how long that takes to get to Ohio and how they picked it green. But then, by the time it gets here, the living enzymes are starting to tear itself down. It's changing color. Might look like it's a little bit more nutritional, but it's actually losing nutrition. We might be getting our grapes or our berries from the East Coast, in Maryland, even in California or in Florida. So often the oranges are coming from California. So it's just a really interesting place that we're in right now. And also the soil depletion. I feel like when you think about our farmed soil, it's just overly farmed. And so there's less nutrition in that soil that's giving nutrition to our produce. So that's something else to think about. So it would make sense that we've lost some of the nutrient content. So 40% of that nutrient content sometimes is lost when we go to eat that apple. So now they're saying, yes, we need that 7 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables every single day. But you know what? That is raw produce. So I want you to think about, when was the last time that you ate 7 to 13 servings of raw produce and really high nutrient quality. So buying that organic produce. I know when I eat a tomato anymore, it's just like, I just don't even want it. I mean, unless it's grown fresh and it's nourished, that nutrition is what we're tasting when we taste a really good tomato. So it's so hard to find anymore that I just don't even really buy tomatoes very often unless I know where it's coming from and it's really good, high quality produce. So it's the size of our fist, so that's 7 to 13. So if we're going to be eating like some salad, if we were to ball up that lettuce, it would be about the size of our fist that we're wanting to get, and 7 to 13. So think about what you ate today and what you ate yesterday and how you're doing with that. So we're all about solutions, and the solution that we want to bring to you, first of all, here is growing your own good health. I just love the Tower Garden. It's a vertical aeroponic growing system that allows you to grow your own produce, your own fruits and vegetables. On your porch, on your patio, you can grow it indoors. We actually have ours growing in our laundry room. We have an extended laundry room and have grow lights on it, and we're growing microgreens and all kinds of lettuces. And it's just an amazing thing to go in and just pick our salad every night and enjoy that kind of produce. So what studies have shown with the Tower Garden is that there's a 30% higher yield of produce and the nutritional equivalents of fruits and vegetables that are grown in a really rich soil condition, like the best soil conditions you can find. And this makes growing so much more fun, so easy, and it really fits in with those growing movements that are taking place, like the farm to table. Here you've got your farm in your backyard or in your house and putting it directly on your table. Kind of the eating local movement, can't get any more local than your own home, and also growing organic. So it's very exciting. We're also moving into the schools with the Tower Garden because we have a curriculum that's available for schools to use that is just amazing. And it's really, there's a lot of research showing that if kids grow their own produce, they're going to eat their own produce. So we really want to to encourage families to be growing their own. Again, no dirt digging or weeding. Love that. 90% less water is used and 90% less space. Pretty incredible. Another solution is to make one simple change of adding Juice Plus to your diet. This is basically powdered produce that you're going to get. I mean, can you imagine eating these 30 different fruits and veggies every single day in your diet, day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year? I've been eating this for 18 years or almost 20 years. And just getting this kind of nourishment in my body has been life-changing. And I'll share more about that in a little bit. But like, when was the last time that you ate artichokes or bilberries, parsley, papaya, currants? I know I don't eat some of this stuff very often, but you're getting it every single day. And I just love that. So it's all about variety because, well, let's talk about that. Why does variety even matter? So here we have an apple, and here's 400 on the right, 400 ingredients in that apple out of what the scientists have found to be 10,000 ingredients in an apple. And we need it all. Our cells are really miraculously made, but so is an apple. And so the apple was designed for our cells. And I just love that there is a chemistry, a physiology that works together when we get this produce. So an apple was designed for our cells, but so is a tomato, so is a orange, and it's just the color of the rainbow that we want to get in our bodies, because that phytonutrient content, those thousands and thousands, are different depending on the produce that you're getting. So when you look at a vitamin pill, the vitamin pill is not even going to compare. It's like 12 different things maybe, or 20, 28, somewhere in there, different minerals, vitamins that have been maybe extracted from produce. Many of them are synthetically made, even worse for the body. But just not able to prevent anything, where whole food nutrition really is proven to prevent disease and cancer, that type of thing. So it's very powerful. We really don't have a vitamin deficiency, which is what we hear. What we have is a whole food deficiency. And Holly, I know that you used to take a lot of vitamins. I know you were spending a lot of money on those vitamins. So why don't you share with us a little bit about that journey?
That was definitely me for sure. Yeah, this slide definitely made a whole lot of sense to me when I looked at it, because I was that person. And, I was eating organically and I was working out. I didn't have any health issues particularly. But I knew I wasn't getting all those servings of raw produce every day the size of my fist. I mean, there was just no way. Cost effectively, that wasn't going to work. It would have been a full-time job trying to get all of it. And quite frankly, I don't like carrots all that much to be able to eat them all day long. And so, yes, I turned to these multivitamins and supplements and spent a fortune, and I felt overwhelmed. I didn't know what I was supposed to take with what, how much I could take. And it was a full-time job really trying to figure this all out. And so luckily, about the time that I realized, wow, okay, there's not a lot of evidence on these things, and they're actually showing long-term harm possibly. So I said, you know what, I'm done with these. And luckily about that time, my dad's friend introduced him to Juice Plus and said, come and listen to this doctor talk about the link between diet and disease. And Juice Plus is a very simple way to help that nutritional gap. And so my dad said, I'll try it for a year, which makes sense because we do bad things to our bodies for years and years. And so it's going to take a little time and consistency to repair that damage. Mm-hmm. And after a few weeks, he said, I love it. Called me, said, I'm going to take you to an event. You've got to hear this. The information was just so simple and it made so much sense. And I knew right then and there I was going to put it in my body for forever, and I was going to share it with anybody that would listen. Because when you know something's working and you understand it, how do you keep that to yourself? We share movies, we share restaurants, but we need to share good health. So it's changed my life in so many ways. I could sit and list all of them, but energy, sleeping, skin, my knee after, years of tennis, my immune system, all of that stuff. I could go on, and it continues to get stronger. Mm-hmm. I was going in for prevention. I really didn't think I'd see changes. I was pretty arrogant about my health, and I ended up with all of those amazing changes. And so knowing that about at least 85% of chronic disease and illness is preventable by diet and lifestyle, I really had to take a good long look in the mirror and say, what do I want my future to look like? And
Yeah.
so, here we are just sharing. Thank you for, letting me share that, Wendy. Thank you for asking, because I just think it's so important. And even though I wasn't looking for an avenue to share, I wasn't looking for this to be a part of this mission, but how can you not? You got to pay this stuff forward. So
That's right. That's right. And I love that you're in such good health, because you are making a difference in so many people's lives. By having that good health, people are looking to you for that. So I love it. Okay, we'll get started here. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'd love to talk a little bit about the delicious shakes that we have. These are just really chock full of nutrition. And, a lot of times I think we get busy and we get going and we forget to eat a meal, and that happens. That's real life. And what happens? We see the first thing, the crackers or the first thing we can grab, we shove in our faces. And then Roy agrees. That's my dog. He totally agrees. And when we do that, we're putting stuff in our body that isn't healthy, and we end up having that crash. Our blood sugar is going to crash. And so these complete shakes are going to help keep that blood sugar stable, so you don't make poor choices and you don't have that crash. And these things are vegan, non-GMO, gluten and dairy free, all plants. You're getting that great blend of plant-based protein, and you're getting a ton of fiber, which we lack so much in our diet. And you're also getting a lot of powerful prebiotics as well. And so really, it's just going to be amazing for your gut health. And when do you have these things? I say anytime you want. And so it's great for breakfast, before or after you work out. I love it as a sweet treat at night. We can do all kinds of fun things with it too. I put it in my oatmeal. Last night I made some fake cookie dough with it, using a little coconut oil and some almond milk. And so it's just really great to have around for a healthy way to have your sweet treat. Okay, and Wendy showed you the 30 different whole foods when you get your capsules. Now you add in the shakes, and here you go, 45. I mean, such a great way just to swallow those capsules and have a nice shake, and you get all of that flooding through your body. I mean, it's just incredible. All right, this is a new gem, Mr. Shush. This is a new gem that we have, and it's our vegan omega. And so often, we've been down the road of having our fish oil and having those fish burps, and no longer do we have to do that. And so we need these omegas for all parts of our body. We need it for our heart, brain, joint, skin, and eyes. And we're getting all of this extra, so instead of going to the fish, we're going to the algae that fish was going to and getting the omegas. And it's more sustainable because you don't have to have these fish farms, and you know where it's coming from. And instead of just getting omega-3, we're getting 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9, which it's all in the perfect ratio for our body. It's cold pressed to make sure the integrity of the nutrition is in there. It's not done at high heats like the fish oils often are, which do cause them to be oftentimes rancid. We don't want that, especially with fish. And then it's a vegetarian capsule as well. And as you can see, we've got a very unique product line. We've got those 45 whole foods. It's a food label. We've got all those phytonutrients that Wendy was talking about. It's non-GMO, it's dairy-free, it's gluten-free, it's NSF certified, which I like to call the purity police. They can come in at any time and test any of it, make sure it's purely what we say it is, nothing extra, no contaminants, no heavy metals. And that's why we have so many athletes that use it, especially Olympics. A lot of Olympic teams do use it as their nutritional product of choice. A lot of pro athletes, it's in locker rooms. So it really is pure, and it's definitely allowed. When people see NSF certified in the sports world, they're like, oh, it's good, it's perfect. And then this research, we've got so much research. And Wendy, I'm going to let you talk about this because I know for your background, this is definitely where you shine.
Thanks, Holly. Yeah, I'm a retired nurse, so did a lot of study of physiology, and we looked at research and that kind of thing. So it is kind of my wheelhouse when it comes to nutrition. I love to take a look at what's out there, but it really does need to be high quality research. So Juice Plus for the past 30 or 20 years has been doing studies. Okay, so 30 20 years of 30 published studies have taken place, and it's the most researched nutritional product in the world of its kind, and I love that. And we are known by the company that we keep. So if you take a look at these different well-known institutions and universities, hospitals that have studied what happens when people consume Juice Plus, when they take Juice Plus, when they get it in their body. There's Georgetown University, King's College in London. We've got the Tokyo Women's University, Yale University, Wake Forest. I just love the company that we keep. This is so rare to have this kind of research on a product. There's nothing like it out there that has the kind of research that we have. It's all gold standard. So what have we studied? We've done studies on different types of populations of people. We've done studies on healthy people, sick people, stressed out people, pregnant women, so all kinds of different types of studies. And what those studies have shown are things like what you see on here, that it does improve cardiovascular wellness. It supports a healthy immune system and helps that immune system get back into balance. It improves gum tissues, reduces oxidative stress, which Holly was talking about, is what leads to disease. So we do want to reduce that so we don't have the likelihood of getting disease. It reduces inflammation in the body, which also lends itself to being diseased and breaking down. It protects our DNA. It gives us healthier skin. We call it the Juice Plus glow. When we see other people in Juice Plus, it really does give that skin a very oxidative, because of all those antioxidants, that type of a glow. It also is showing to give insulin resistance, lowers abdominal fat and the quality of life. And I can't see that last one. Do you have it there, Holly?
Lung health.
Gum health?
Lungs. I think it was
lung health. Okay. Sorry, I've got my Zoom controllers down there. So thank you. So it's showing to do just a lot. And this is what fruits and vegetables show to do. So we just line up with the same thing because it is fruits and vegetables that you're getting in a capsule or chewable form. So thousands of physicians and healthcare workers are now coming on board with Juice Plus, because especially those who are willing to look at the research. You can't deny what it says. And well-known physicians like Dr. David Phillips, who is a Harvard University graduate. He's a triathlete and just an incredible man, just great wisdom. But he says that Juice Plus is the most researched nutritional product in the world and optimizes human health and performance at any level, that there really is no comparison out there. And I remember another doctor, Dr. Du Bois from Atlanta, saying, there is nothing out there with or without a prescription that can do what Juice Plus has shown to do in the body. And I just love that. And I just would like to share a little bit of my journey and my story with you. I've been taking Juice Plus, like I said, for about 20 years. And I can't even begin to tell you the gratitude I have for that. And it was the research on the product that really caught my attention. I was at the time battling an autoimmune disease. I was looking for answers to being in a lot of pain, being exhausted all the time, didn't know what to do. And as a nurse, all I knew was medication. So it was just this awareness. It just started to occur to me that those medications are breaking down and doing something. The food in my body must break down and do something. Just like those medications, there must be a physiological response, either good or bad. And it just started occurring to me that I better take a look at what I'm eating. Maybe that's contributing to this autoimmune situation. And so started making some changes in my diet. And it was around that time that a very wise doctor shared with me about Juice Plus. He knew and was encouraging me to get a lot of water in my diet, get a lot of sleep, all the things that we've talked about here. And as soon as he mentioned that I could get this whole food in a capsule, I was like, wait a minute, you've got to be kidding me. This juicer is going to kill me because I wasn't feeling good. So it was just too much. And he said, no, I think you can put that juicer away. So it took about 3 months of taking Juice Plus where I noticed like my irritable bowel cleared up, my allergies were better that season. And it was about 8 to 10 months that I was like, wow, I feel like exercising again. I had gone from being an athlete to spiraling down for 10 years with this autoimmune disease. And I was finally feeling like exercising again. And I saw incredible changes in my children's health. And so I do feel like I've been kind of given another lot on life, so to speak. And I am just so, so grateful for it. And I just can't keep that to myself. So that's why you're hearing from us today. We're both so grateful. So just wanted to share a little bit of my story there as well. One of the things that people are looking for, obviously, is to lose weight. But there is a healthy way of losing weight, and there's really a not so healthy way of losing weight. So I really want to make sure that this is really clear and understood. So when we have all these toxins in the body, like Holly was talking about with our food and our environment, they accumulate in our body, but our bodies are very wise. What they're going to do is produce fat cells to kind of gather around and engulf those toxins to protect our internal organs, our vital organs. But we're going to feel tired. We are going to have that weight gain. So what we want to do, or what people tend to do, is try to kind of burn that off with over exercising, maybe not eating, some really unhealthy ways. And then there's weight loss, but all those toxins are still in the body. And then there's a rebound, and that fat, comes right back again because the toxins are still in there. Those fat cells are still going to be gathering around those toxins. So the healthy way that we really encourage people and promote is by detoxing the body, by cleansing the body and getting rid of those toxins as you're shedding the fat, as you are exercising. You're also eating well, and that's going to cause this cleansing to happen. That way you're going to be able to maintain your weight. You're going to feel better. There's going to be less fat, more muscle. And so you're just not going to have that rebound happening in your body. Another thing that really does contribute to weight is this glycemic zone that we tend to fall out of. So we get this high glycemic food that we're eating. Maybe it's crackers or white bread or, different things, cookies, that's going to cause that blue line going up really high there to give us this high amount of sugar in the bloodstream, which causes us to then want to eat even more. And we're going to crash and burn. The blood glucose level is going to drop. And that's where we don't have any willpower. So if we can stay within that zone of willpower, eating foods such as the Complete Shake is a very glycemic, balanced food. We're going to stay within that zone. We're going to have willpower to make really good choices. So just want to encourage you to, think about what you're eating. When we eliminate fiber, like if we're wanting to drink orange juice, we've taken the fiber out. That causes the glycemic index to go really high. We need to eat that orange. So we need that fiber in there as it was intended as well.
And I love that we have a really wonderful way to kind of jumpstart your health, because a lot of people, want a little bit more guidance and kind of like to have some guidelines and, just really kind of maybe do it in a group. And so we have this Shred 10 that we do at the beginning of every month. And as you can see here, it's shredding the food, toxins, and habits that aren't serving your body and your health. And you're really going to focus on bringing in the good food and the good habits that are going to serve your body better. And so as you see, these are very simple guidelines, and it's only over one weekend, so you're only kind of making changes for a little while. So hang with me here, but you're really focusing on adding more real food. Okay, so instead of those chips for the snack, you're going to have some veggies or hummus or something that's a little more nutritionally, it's going to help your body more nutritionally. We're going to add our Juice Plus Trio shakes, the fruit, vegetable, and berry, not shakes, the capsules every day. Then we're going to add 2 complete shakes. And so really you're just getting so much nutrition. Then you're going to get plenty of water that we talked about, the sleep that we talked about, and we're going to exercise most days. So really focusing on those good things. I think we all pretty much know that we need to do, but don't necessarily do.
Mm-hmm.
What we're going to eliminate is gluten, dairy, caffeine, alcohol. I know, guys, only one weekend, you can do it. Processed foods, artificial and refined sugars, and eating after 6. And obviously, sometimes that's not always, some people just get off work at 6 or whatever, but you just want to make it as close to like 3 hours before bedtime so that you have plenty of time to digest before you lay down. And so, again, these are pretty simple. I think most of us probably know that these are pretty much all a good idea. And so the closest you stay to these guidelines, the bigger change you're going to see after those 10 days. So another place to go and find out more about our Shred 10 is the healthylivingrevolution.com website that you're seeing here. And And this is just a great place for anybody at any level of their health journey to go stop in, have some great free resources. We have webinars. So it's really just a great place to go be inspired and see other people being inspired by this healthy living revolution and these wonderful healthy changes we're making together. And as you can see, this is one of the pages, and you're going to see some of the resources here. This is the free cookbook. We've got the live webinars, and they're always archived. You can go back and listen to them. We've got free exercise classes, so you can do them from home. And then we've got the Child's Program, which is a Start Strong, so a great place for kiddos. And you can see more about our One Simple Change with our Juice Plus products. And then again, the Shred 10 that we were talking about, and just kind of learning more about that and what that looks like a little bit more in more detail, and why we're doing it, you know, what it is about what's going to change in our bodies. So why are we giving up that gluten? Why are we giving up that dairy? So where do you see yourself getting started? And I love this because, again, I see this page and I think, oh my goodness, this is just so simple. I'm so grateful I don't have to eat all this nutrition on my own every day. And I would just be terrible. It'd be so much work. And I look at the fruit, veggies, and berries, and I think, my goodness, the cost of that I've spent on one organic apple. And of course, we would all invest one organic apple into ourselves to get 30 different fruits, vegetables, and berries every day. So look at these packages. Maybe one of these will stand out to you. Talk to the person that invited you to watch this, and they can even come up with a different package that suits your needs if these are not them. And I know on the bottom it says eligible for free Children's Juice Plus. So what does that mean? I'm going to let Wendy go ahead and explain that to you now.
Yeah, I'm happy to. So basically, children can eat Juice Plus at no cost to them, to their families, as long as there's a sponsoring adult. So say mom gets started and she's taking Juice Plus, then any child she would like to sponsor can be sponsored. We partner with the company to pay for that product for the child because we really believe in the next generation rising up to be strong, to be wise, to be well nourished. They're going to be doing so much better in life and leading this country after us if they are. So this company cares about that, and we care about that as reps. So, and then if dad takes Juice Plus, he can also sponsor a child. So we're all about families getting healthy. We have over 1 million participants so far, children taking Juice Plus, and I just love that we get to be a part of seeing that happen, the difference that it's making. So here's some of the results that we're seeing as part of the Children's Health Study. Basically what you do is you agree to doing a survey, once every 4 months or so. But what we see is children are taking less over-the-counter meds and prescription meds. They're missing fewer days of school. They're eating more fruits and vegetables. They're drinking more water. They're consuming less fast food. They're going to the doctor less. They're just 89% are more aware of their health. And I love that. That is huge. And 96% are reaping positive benefits. So we're seeing great results from the Children's Health Study. So in closing, we want to invite you to join us in some way. Thank you so much for listening in. There are, as part of this healthy living revolution, there's really a few options that we want to suggest to you. One of those is based on what you've heard here today. Maybe you're going to just start to eat more fruits and vegetables. That would be awesome. Number 2 would be, start taking the Juice Plus products, get that nutrition in you so that you are inspiring healthy living in yourself. And that's going to lead to others wanting to know about that. But you start with you and adding that piece. Another component would be to join us in the Shred 10. We would love for you to participate. We have one starting next Monday. So there's still time to get that product. We start the Shred at the beginning of every month for 10 days. You can do the Shred 10 anytime you like, though. So it doesn't have to be within that window. We just have Facebook support going on during that time. And then the other option is that you can be a part of this revolution with us and experience the benefits of being a part of this culture, a part of this community. And if you're feeling that tug, we would love for you to join us. We have aligned with this company that is so much about longevity. This company has been around since 1970. They're very authentic. They're very approachable. They're high quality. Everything about them is integrity, and we are all about simplicity. So we are looking for people to join us in the mission of making a difference around the world with bringing healthy back to our country with those that we know and love around us. So please get with the person that invited you with how you would like to participate from this Healthy Living Revolution opportunity. And we're just so glad that you spent this time with us. I know Holly is too. It's just been a lot of fun to be here with you. Thank you for listening in, and just hope you have a great day and just keep making those healthy choices moving forward, okay? All right, take care, you guys. Bye-bye.